From Diapers to Deals is my topic today, and I must say, January 2021 really changed my life. I think some women are sitting here today in the crowd, and yeah, I discovered I was pregnant. Don't get me wrong, my husband and me, we were ecstatic, right? You know, you're starting to plan the room, buying clothes, etc. However, as a founder of a young fintech, I was just about to close a pre-seed at that time. I was scared and anxious. Clearly, not all of us here in the room are women, but I believe we all respect and are aware about the challenges moms face and agree that being a mom and a mother is one of the most demanding roles a person can take on. And I'm very happy to see a mom sitting here. Meanwhile, being a founder is also not a walk in the park. From an 80-hour work week to never-ending stress. And that's not even considering relationship issues, anxiety over finances, and generally a toll on financial and physical health. So with all honesty, for a couple of weeks, I was in an emotional state of panic on how to manage this new situation and the reality ahead. I had endless discussions with my partner, my family, my friends, my colleagues at mTek, and let me be very, very honest, that my hormones were at another level at that stage was not very helpful. After weeks of heart-to-heart conversations, interestingly though, I started to realize that most of the feedback I received was actually not as dramatic as I expected it. It even came out that although motherhood was going to be very stressful, and it was an opportunity to learn and a chance for me to further grow into the best version of myself as a founder. So today, I don't want to share my journey with you on how I'm balancing motherhood and entrepreneurship, but more importantly, I am going to share with you the top 3 character traits my daughter Cara teaches me, which ultimately became my greatest asset as a founder. Curiosity, autonomy, and putting boundaries. Let's start with curiosity. I would have loved to bring her today, but there she is. A child's approach to grow deeply and lastingly is often referred to as taste, twist, and rattle. On a daily basis, my daughter Cara asks me so many questions, I can't even count them anymore. Why is the sky blue, Mommy? Why is a lion called a lion? Why can't I see my eyes? And my absolutely favorite one, where do babies come from? She peeks into all kinds of things, pushes buttons, and tests her creativity by putting together her very unique outfits in the morning. This one, Mommy. I'm going to show you one later. My little girl's mind is a beginner's mind, curious, open to new ideas, eager to test and learn. Watching her made me understand that babies have a natural curiosity to figure out how this world actually works. So learning lastingly and deeply and figuring out how things work can't be really bad in a startup environment neither, right? This is why I consciously decided to start searching for answers at mTek using a beginner's mindset as well. And I really often got referred to Albert Einstein's famous words, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Using the Cara mindset made me understand that leaders don't need to know everything. In fact, it's an impossibility. However, though, as leaders, we need to be inquisitive and know how to ask the right question at the right time. Combined with the right action, this approach will lead our teams to consider new ideas and solutions which are sometimes out of the norm. Let's go to the second one. What else is she teaching me? Autonomy. I'm a firm believer that teaching Kara a sense of autonomy, even in early years, in a safe environment, is essential to make her feel safe, confident, and capable of solving her challenges in this very, very unpredictable future ahead. It might seem a little early, like you can see. This is actually a picture from like a week ago or two. But what I'm referring to is actually starting to promote age-appropriate autonomy in a playful way. Learning to use cutlery, teaching her how to tie her shoes, learning, and I'm referred to this previously, how she can choose her favorite and unique outfits in the morning. This is actually how she went to kindergarten, right? I think I was looked in like a mother, like I'm not completely so, but it's okay. Now, especially founders have a tendency to micromanage. We want to own everything, isn't it? We think we can do it all best. We have done it all. We know it all. But let's think about, this is not good in any company, but actually it's lethal in a startup environment. Yeah? Why is it lethal? It's a talent drain. Why are people joining our companies? It's surely not because we are paying the best salaries, but because they want to build something. So if you are micromanaging them, it's actually very counterproductive. And let's get to the second very big point. It takes away time from the founder. We need time to scale our ventures, right? And these kind of taking away autonomy is actually a decision bottleneck. It's slowing us down. And execution and pace, we learned that earlier, is actually a key ingredient to scalability and success. The other thing that's going to take time away from us is thinking. We are micromanaging our whole teams and don't give autonomy. The thinking part is actually staying behind, and it's another lethal ingredient for us to slow down. In 2023, all our employees actually respect more than ever from the companies they are working for. I need to learn that for my company to grow, I need to empower my teams by giving them the space to make decisions, whether they are sometimes right or wrong, and allow them to play to their strength, with guardrails for support. Now the last one. Give boundaries. Giving boundaries is my favorite one. And I can tell you, straightforward, I am not very good in that. You can see this here. She's sometimes deciding to go into her bathtub, not understanding yet that a bathtub is actually supposed to be without clothes. Kara pushes my boundaries every day, all the time. Like I said, jumps in the bathtub, pulling my hair, throwing her Weetabix in the morning on the floor, showing me she's ready with eating. And she also refuses to sleep, although it's 2 a.m. in the morning, because, yeah, I guess she just wants to spend some quality time with her mommy. I came to realize that even the cutest little angel can be a little devilish sometimes. I believe they are wired to test us and see how far they can go. It is actually in their nature. And by the way, let's just all accept, as parents, we sometimes cross boundaries as well, right? Because aren't we all supposed to act with loving guidance to steer our little angels away from trouble while keeping our house and sanity in check? I can attest to you, that's not always me. Yeah. Whatever the situation and challenges, though, as a parent, it is our responsibility to set healthy boundaries in order to develop these cute little human beings into responsible member of society. Motherhood made me understand that setting boundaries is equally important when building a sustainable growing business. As a founder, your stakes as a person are usually higher, and more personal. In many cases, the business is actually an extension of yourself. So lines between work and private get very blurred. Frankly, I used to set very poor boundaries within the business. Since, like I said, as a founder, we are always pushing ourselves to a limit, and our work is often mission-driven. As an entrepreneur, though, it is crucial to create and maintain personal boundaries, as having no boundaries can lead to exhaustion, trouble in decision-making, chaotic teams, and unmanageable work environments. Being a mom taught me to make decisions and put boundaries when need be. I believe the healthy boundary is something that creates a level of respect, and respect for what you do, what you ask for, and what you say. In summary, motherhood, although it was a shocker at the beginning, and entrepreneurship can be two challenging yet rewarding journeys. The combination of both does provide a unique perspective on leadership, one that emphasizes an understanding of the diverse needs of the people around you. Thank you.